The Omicron COVID variant is certainly running rampant throughout much of the world, with Singapore trying to limit exposure of the virus by suspending ticket sales for quarantine-free travel. To talk more on this, I'm joined by senior political scientist Jonah Blank, live in Singapore. Welcome, Jonah. What's the situation on the ground there in Singapore, and what's the latest from the Health Ministry?
Thank you for having me. Well, on the ground, things still seem quite normal. There have been very few Omicron instances here in Singapore. There's been one cluster of 3 identified cases so far, but everyone expects that the number will grow quite rapidly. So the latest is that the government has, as you rightly mentioned, suspended sales of tickets for the VTL, for the vaccine travel lanes. There is, I would say, a fair likelihood that that is only the first of what will be many additional measures taken.
Do you have any idea of how long this travel freeze might be, and what does it mean?
Well, right now, the pause extends to January 20th. However, I don't think anyone in the government knows exactly what is going to happen next, because quite honestly, the whole world is finding out about Omicron right now. As your reports have rightly noted, the current thinking is that it might be more mild than Delta, but it is very clearly far more easily transmitted. And the danger in Singapore, as in every country, is that the health services could get overwhelmed by a very rapid influx of cases. So the government has already said that it is moving from a case number basis to a hospitalization basis in terms of putting forward new restrictions. So far, there has not been an upsurge in the hospitalization number, but I think it's safe to assume that that could change very quickly.
And what about the vaccination rate in Singapore? How high are those rates?
Very high. The rate for total eligible adults or actually of adults and children above 12 is 96%. The rate for those who have had a booster, however, is only about 30%. So the rate is very high, and children aged 5 to 11 are going to start being vaccinated on Monday. But the boosted rate is still rather below what it should be. Only about a third of those eligible have been boosted. And we've seen for Omicron that it really requires three shots, 2 doses of an mRNA plus 1 booster shot to have the most effective protection that is available.